Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away.
Welcome to the show. I'm your co-host, Ellen Goodwin, along with my co-host.
Another show.
Yeah, we're doing another show, Lee. What's wrong?
Kidding. The show's about burnout.
But
I'm not burned out.
You're not burned out.
I'm just playing the role of the burned out co-host.
The burned out co-host.
No, let me play the role correctly. Dude, man, are we doing another show?
No, not a burnout.
Oh.
Not a burnout.
Okay.
But I think it's important for us to talk about feeling burnt out because there's a lot of people that are feeling that way right now. There's just so much going on. And I don't know that it's any different than any other time of the world, but we are feeling burnt out. And it's a natural thing that it happens cyclically. You know, you're doing great and then, just everything feels heavy. And I think we should address it because once you can get past feeling burnt out, then you can get things done. But it's hard to get things done, hard to be efficient when you're burnt out.
Well, according to the commercial, if you just eat a Lindor chocolate, you'll feel much better in one bite.
Oh, right. Well, so that's...
And you get two out of those unless you shove it in your mouth.
Okay, well, then that's the episode.
But the point of that is a lot of people are looking for, I need a vacation. I just need to go away for a week, or I need to just not work for a month. Okay, I agree.
Oh, that's a great
I don't
way.
think that's realistic.
No.
What we need are quick, simple solutions to make us feel revitalized, re-energized. So the first one is you've got to, that sounds terrible, not you've got to, we should revisit our goals often. Because if you get up every morning, you're like, what is this all for? And then you know what it's for right away. Okay, I'm going to make myself do this. I'm going to do it.
Yeah. And
I feel better about it because I know this is part of a bigger plan.
And I would take it further rather than just forcing yourself to revisit your goals, do something so that your goals are visually in front of you all the time. Maybe it's a picture on your desk or your screensaver that represents why you're doing this. Why are you sitting there writing every day at this time? Why are you researching? Why are you working out? Whatever it is, if you have this representation, it keeps it top of mind. And like you said, you know right away what the bigger picture is.
Yeah. That's just, you physically may still feel burned out, but you'll mentally...
You're more connected.
And let's say it's things you have to do. So you're going to have to do them, but you're going to do them with a little more zest, a little more gusto, a little more understanding of how it fits into your big picture. And so for the last few years, I've taken images and numbers and words that kind of represent what I want for the year, and I put them in to iTunes, and I make a little music video.
Yeah.
And it plays for about a minute and a half. It has everything in it.
Yeah.
And it's got my favorite song, which is another clue. Sometimes the simplest things, like a playlist, a song, even just a song, or a playlist of songs that just automatically either relax you or pump you up or make you feel better about yourself, take you back to a place when things were less, complicated and less stressful, can be all you need to just make it through.
Right. To feel less burnt out. Definitely. And I also think that taking on less, if you're looking at what you need to be doing, okay, and it's just so much, look at what you could just say no to. Are there things out there that you've said yes to, and if you just said no, like the world's not going to collapse? No, I can't attend that meeting. No, I'm no longer available to do that. Just taking that off your table, your mental table, is going to give you a feeling of, okay, I've got a little space to breathe. And one of the ways you can do that is if you look at an event, a thing that you've said yes to, and you imagine in your head that it was no longer there, think about how you feel. And if you feel relieved that it's not there, oh my gosh, get rid of it right away.
Oh, the Goldbergs canceled their party? Thank goodness, I never wanted to go.
Exactly.
Their food is terrible.
I don't think their food's not that bad. They're not that bad.
If you like tongue.
Give yourself a little bit of space by saying no and then paying attention going forward. And, no is a complete sentence.
But yes, it's a word
Well,
and a sentence.
it's a sentence, but you've given yourself space.
And that's, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
Yeah, you took my space.
Yes, because if I thought, she's done. No, one sentence, it's a word. One word sentence. It's time to move on. But when you have something better or that you wanted to do, the no is a yes to that.
Yes.
And so this is a new term. There's all these new terms, that these young people use. But I hear it a lot. Oh, you got these buckets.
Yes.
You got your this bucket. You got your that bucket.
Mhm.
Okay, so you got 5 buckets. Your family, your work, your financial, your fitness
fish?
and health and whatever.
Oh, I was going to put
Financial
fish in a
fit-
buck.
But
Fish in a bucket.
your buckets.
Yes, I know.
Let's say you got 6 buckets. All right, so if you want to bring something new, you got to take something out of the bucket to put it in. What are you willing to give up? So that makes it easier to say no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, if I say yes to you, that means I'm saying no to something I really want, fitness, and then you feel bad and guilty and
Or relaxing.
yes, that should be a bucket.
Because that is one of the things we give up our free time, and that's when we start to feel burned out, when we have, again, no space to just refill ourselves. And that's one of the problems is if you're going, you need to refill. It's like athletes. Athletes do a really hard workout. They don't turn around and do a really hard workout the next day.
Mark
there's-
Wahlberg does, but
Whatever. But you want to do that rest and recovery. And it's not just physical, it's mental. And we need to do that, to look and find the ways that we, refill. Well, a bucket could be, or your mind. And like you said, music, things that bring us joy. Maybe it is just sitting and reading a chapter in a book or listening to music or
getting outside.
I was just going to say that. Go
Yeah.
play, work in your garden.
You taught me something. One thing.
One thing. I've taught you
And
one thing.
I don't know if you called it the 55-5 or the 50-10 or whatever, but I call it the 45-15. I work for 45 minutes straight, try and get as much done. And if I don't get it done in the 45 minutes, then I got to keep going. But so it forces me, to work harder, faster, smarter.
Yeah.
And then the 15 minutes is me getting to do something unrelated to my work that is relaxing. So instead of one big break, I like the little 5, 10, 15 minutes. That's the most.
Yeah.
If it's the other way around, you work for 15.
No,
40
it
minute
doesn't
break,
work.
You're not going to be getting the stuff done.
But you refill.
Every hour, you're taking a break.
Yes, you refill. You are, giving your mind, your brain a chance to get back to where it needs to be, rather than working it super, super hard all the time.
Diminishing returns when you're
Exactly.
plowing through for 3 hours, unless you're something you're so totally loving and into, and
You can't.
whatever, it's your efficiency goes down as the time goes up.
Exactly.
So you take a short break. I put this to an audience just recently. I asked if you had 15 minutes a day extra because you shaved off a minute here and a minute there, and you end up with 15 minutes. One person said, I would just go in my car, shut the doors, put the seat back, and turn on some music. And that would be, no kids, no work, no nothing. Just me and my leather seats. She has a Denali, one of those big fancy things, but whatever.
But that's refilling, and that is going to help to prevent burnout. So think of ways that you could prevent burnout right now. And they don't have to be massive, going away for a week in the Caribbean, which would be lovely, but we don't all have that option. 15 minutes a day, maybe 15 minutes every few hours. That's going to help prevent burnout. Thanks for listening, and be back with us again next week for another episode of the Faster, Easier, Better Show.